Well,
leading off for Waterloo, the shortstop, number 27, Mason Reedy.
so Mason steps in for the first pitch against Evansville here. And Mason pops that up foul. Is it going to be caught? And it is. One pitch, one out. Mason fouls out to first.
The second baseman, number 1, Trey Collins.
Oh, over Trey's head. Ball one. Nice little added tidbit today. The Evansville PA announcer, ball outside, is here playing music and announcing kids as they come to bat. Nice experience for these athletes today. High again to Trey, 3-0. And no green light for Trey on that one. 3-1 coming up. And Trey fouls that one back, and it's a full count. And that is high and tight to Trey, and he walks. Base runner aboard for Waterloo as Shea steps in.
Now batting the third baseman, number 3, Shea Selnow.
Trey with a two-step lead over at first, and he's holding, and outside a ball, gets by the catcher, and Trey will take second on the pass ball. Runner in scoring position for Waterloo. One down in the top of the first, no score. And that is high to Shea, 2-0. About 85 degrees here in Evansville today. Nice to be standing in the shade, that's all I got to say. And that is low to Shea. 3-0 now. Tucker waits on deck. And that is just missed outside. Back-to-back walks. 2 on base now for Tucker.
The center fielder, number 5, Tucker Sale.
Outside a ball. You can hear the PA announcer announcing all the kids. They're also announcing positions. That just happened to be 9 guesses I made. And Tucker swings through that one. Strike one. Waterloo only with 9 players tonight. A couple on vacation, couple at wrestling camp. And Tucker leaves that alone, but it's on the outside corner. He's behind 1 and 2. And Tucker stays alive.
One more now.
Trey takes off with a pitch high to Tucker, throws down to third, and gets by the third baseman. Trey is coming home, and the throw is late. Trey plates the first one of the game. Shea moves up to second. 2-2 to Tucker. Waterloo with a 1-0 lead. And Tucker with a little bloop single to left. That will fall for a base hit. Shea coming around, being aggressive, coming to the plate. He is going to slide, and he's in there. Tucker on the throw to second, and he slides under the tag. Nice throw down to second, just a smidge late.
The first baseman, number 20, Dylan Rupner.
So one down, two in, and a runner in scoring position. Tucker sits at second, and Dylan stands in at the plate. First pitch to him is swung on and popped out to left. And trouble for the left fielder, gets over his head. Tucker will score. Dylan on his way to second. He will be held there with a standing double. And Waterloo leads now 3-0.
Now batting the catcher, number 23, Ryan Hunter.
Let's see if Ryan can switch places with Dylan like he did. And that's a bloop over center field, over second baseman's head into shallow center. Ryan safe at first. Dylan up to third. And runners on the corners now with Avery stepping up.
The pitcher, number 21, Avery Peachy.
And Avery leaves that one alone, and Ryan will take second without a throw. So two in scoring position for Avery with a 1-0 count. Avery leaves that one alone, 2-0. And that's in there for a strike. Avery leaves that one alone, 2-1. And Avery taps that one foul. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that is outside, gets past the catcher and out of play because the gate's open. Dylan will score. Ryan moves up to third. And it's a full count to Avery. Emmanuel waits on deck.
All right, guys, let's get him out.
That is low and outside. Avery walks. Third walk of the inning. Runners on the corners for Emmanuel.
The left fielder, number 39, Emmanuel Granados.
And Avery's off with the pitch. Throw down to second, bluffed. And Avery will be in there standing. Ryan the runner at third. Avery at first. Or second, excuse me. And Emmanuel leaves that alone, 2-0. And Emmanuel swings through that one. 2-1. And that's a shot up to past shortstop for Emmanuel into short center. Ryan scores. Avery coming around third. He will score. 2 runs, 2 RBI, single for Emmanuel. And Waterloo up 6-0. Nice hit by Emmanuel.
The right fielder, number 4, Sawyer Tobias.
Oh, Sawyer with a floop over second. That will fall into shallow center. Emmanuel with a big turn at second, but he will hold. And we are back to the top of the order. And the only out of the inning is Mason.
The shortstop, number 27, Mason Reedy.
And Mason leaves that alone for a ball. And Mason with a grounder past third. And Emmanuel is being waved home. Play at the plate. The throw is late. He's in there.
Get rid of that ball.
And Waterloo with 7 in the inning.
The second baseman, number 1, Trey Collins.
Trey walked and scored earlier in the first. Scored the first run on a wild pitch that is high. And Trey follows that one back into the netting. One and one to him. Sorry, folks, I'm just playing around with the, and that is low, 2-1. Playing around with the camera here. The netting is one of the small nets. It's not a fence, so I'm trying to shoot between that, and sometimes when the ball hits it, it moves the camera. Trey swings that one high. 2-2 the count. High to Trey, 3-2. And that is inside a ball. Trey walks for the second time. Base is now loaded as Shea stands in. He walked.
Third baseman, number 3, Shea Selno.
He walked his first time up. And leaves that one alone inside. Disciplined by these Waterloo hitters in this first inning. And that is high to Shea, 2-0. And Shea fouls that one back into the pine tree. 2-1 to Shea. Ooh, outside corner drops in there for a strike. 2-2. Nice pitch there that Shea decided to leave. And that is outside. Nice stop by the catcher. Count is full and nowhere to put him. And that is low and outside. Gets by the catcher. He will score anyway. And Mason with a big turn at third, but the pitcher's there in time. Shea with a walk and an RBI. Sawyer comes in. And we will have a coaching visit to the mound with Waterloo up 8-0.
Now batting for Waterloo, the center fielder, number 5, Tucker Sale.
So Tucker up now, who singled and scored. Also drove in a run. Outside, and they stopped by the catcher. He's definitely had to work behind the plate this first inning. And that's slow and outside. Good stop there again. Two and 0 to Tucker. Outside, 3-0. Dylan waits on deck. Ball 4 and 4 straight. That brings in Mason. And we will have a pitching change. Pitcher will move to first. And warm-up tosses now for the second pitcher, Southpaw. Looks like number 50, if I'm correct. So Waterloo with only one down in the first inning here. First batter, Mason swung at the first pitch and fouled out to first. And after that, it's been hits and walks.
Number 50, Sam Gilbertson.
Hits and walks, and everybody in the Waterloo lineup has now scored in the first inning.
Now batting for Waterloo, the first baseman, number 20, Dylan Rufner.
Dylan with a double his first time up. And swings through that opening pitch for a strike. And Dylan swings and misses at that second pitch. And Dylan ticks that and stays alive. But we'll do it again at 0-2. And Dillon with a shot out to center. Coming in and caught out there. Trey will tag and score the 10th run. All other runners hold. So sacrifice fly for Dillon. And Waterloo with a 10th spot in the first.
The
In
catcher,
steps
number
Ryan.
23, Ryan Hunter.
Outside the ball. Shea, the runner, on second. Tucker on first. And second pitch to Ryan is high, 2-0. And that's in there for a strike. And Ryan leaves that one alone. The runners will move up 90 feet. Three and one to Ryan. And Ryan fouls that one straight back and off the protective gear. And we're in a full count now. And Ryan stays alive. Following that one in the batter's box. And Ryan with a little number to short. Gloved over there and throws on to first and gets past the first baseman. Ryan will hold at first. Shea has trotted in on that ground ball, and on the overthrow, Tucker will score. No RBIs as Ryan will take his place on the bench to put his catcher's gear on.
The pitcher, number 21,
Last
Avery
out
Peachy.
is Dillon, and he is subbed in for first, and that ball is inside low. And Avery barrels one up, foul, just past Coach Reedy at third. Got out ahead of that one just a little bit. And change of pace. Just a bit outside. 2-1 now. And that is high. Ball 4. Avery walks for his second time. And in steps Emmanuel. And Dillon moves
Now
up to second.
The left fielder, number 39, Emmanuel Granados.
Oh, Emmanuel lays off of that one. And Emmanuel lines out to second. And that ends the inning. The Waterloo Plate's 12. Sends 17 runners to the plate. And through 1.5 inning, 12 for Waterloo, and Evansville coming up.
Leading off for the Blue Devils, the first baseman, number 11, Riley Yarn.
So Avery on the mound and given a 12-0 lead to start. Opening pitch is just outside the ball. And that is high. 2-0. That's low. 3-0 to the leadoff batter for Evansville. That's in there on the outside corner. 3-1 now. And that is a grounder to second. Picked up by Trey and over to Dylan for the first out. So Avery with 3 straight balls and then was able to find the
left fielder,
plate
number 64,
with the next couple.
Callahan Kellogg.
And one retired in the bottom of the first. And there's Avery with a strike down the middle. Avery just missed with that one on the outside, 1-1. Curveball drops low, 2-1. That's just outside, 3-1. Outside the ball. So first walk of the game for Avery and first base runner for Evansville.
The shortstop, number 9, Owen Siegel.
Avery will be pitching from the stretch now. 2-step lead over there and comes home, ball high. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. And that is swung on and punched into left for a single. So 2 on for Evansville with only 1 out.
The catcher, number 26, Owen Kiefer.
Cleanup hitter up for Evansville now. And Avery's got that one low. Nice block by Ryan. Picks it up and no throw to third. Wasn't able to locate it quick enough. So Evansville with runners on the corners now with only 1 down. And that is high. 2-0. And off with the pitch. Down to second. Yeah, without a throw. 3-0. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. That's a tapper to short. Mason comes up, fires to first. Out there, but Evansville scores a run.
Now batting number 32, Max Vogel.
So runner on second for Evansville, and 2 down now in the top of the first and bottom of the first. They trail it 12-1 and swings through that one, strike one. And that is low and gets by Ryan. And runner will advance to third. So second run for Evansville, just 90 feet away now. And that is fouled straight back. And 1-2. And that is swung on and fouled. Casey, who retrieved the last ball, he's got another one. Like Avery tried to throw the knuckleball on that one. Guessing he's going to try to throw it again. That's what it looks like. Oh, that's high. He's got to get control of that a little bit. So 2-2. Avery, you got it. There, that's a better rhythm. And staying alive, the batter is. We'll do it again at 3-2. Casey's getting a workout over there, retrieving foul balls. And there it is. And drop third strike. Ryan's got to get it over to first to record the out. And he does. So Evansville able to plate one. And after one, it is 12-1. Due up for Waterloo. Sawyer then back to the top in Mason and Trey. And back to live baseball with Sawyer stepping in now in the top of the second. Waterloo with a 12-1 advantage. First pitch there by Sawyer is fouled over the Evansville dugout. And he's in a hole, 0-1. Oh, Sawyer lays off of that one. 1-1. And Sawyer pops that one up. Could be over there caught by the first baseman, and it is. Same spot as the first inning when Mason popped out for the first out. Maybe Waterloo can have the same result and plating another 12 runs like we did in the first. And Mason takes one foul up the left field line, right field line, excuse me. Out of play. And Mason lays off of that one. 1-1. Oh, 0-2, I guess. And Mason with a shot out to right. And that will drop in front of the right fielder. Mason digging for second. He will be in there, sliding with a double. I think the wind kind of held that one up. It's blowing in from right center.
1, Trey Collins.
Outside a ball. Trey with 2 walks today and 2 runs. And Trey fouls that one back. 2-1 count. And Trey with a shot over short into shallow left. Mason holds at third. And Trey's first hit of the game. Runners on the corners with Shea stepping up, who's also walked twice and scored twice.
Now batting number 3, Shea Selno.
And Mason picked off a third for the second out of the inning. So now Trey on first. And Shea fouls that one off. And throw back to first, and Trey's back in time. That pitch is high, 1-1. High again, 2-1. Trey with only about a 2-step lead over at first. He's not going. That's high to Shea. 3-1. And that's in there for a strike. We run it full. Trey will be off with the pitch. Hopefully he doesn't leave early. Gets picked off. Nope. That is high. I don't know why Trey was hanging out there. Trey should have been running. So Shea's third walk of the game. First and second for Tucker.
Number 5, Tucker Sale.
One and 0 to Tucker. And Tucker with a grounder to third. And flips to the shortstop, covering third for the third out. Nice play by the left side of the Evansville infield there to retire the side. Waterloo turned away in the second after plating double digits in the first, but they still lead 12-1.
Leading off for Evansville, number 35, Adam Walters.
And that curveball is swung through for strike one. That's high. 1-1. That's high. 2-1. That swung on and missed. 2-2. And there it is. Second strikeout of the game for Avery. Change of speeds there. Finally threw a fastball.
Now batting number 50, Sam Gilbertson.
Outside a ball. Avery just doesn't even look like he wants to be pitching. I don't know why. See, he's not even coming set. That's low. And there's a fly ball out to left. Emmanuel is under that for the second out. Two up, two down.
Now batting number 25, Tekoa McGregor.
That's a strike on the outside corner. Avery ahead, 0-1. Inside. That's low. 2-1.
Nice, Tekoa.
3-1.
It's it now. Yeah, get him there.
Ooh, ball four. Second walk of the game for Avery.
Now batting number 1, Tiernan Shoemaker.
And off with the pitch. Ball is low and throws from his knees, but up the first base side, stolen base. There's a fastball on the outside. 1-1. And throw back to second. Safe. I think Mason was closer to second than Trey was, but so a little lead over there. And Avery comes home. Good stop by Ryan. 2-1. That's high. 3-1. Oh, just high. Almost had him. 3-1 count. That is low. Back-to-back walks for Avery.
Now batting number 2, Mason Natter.
Outside a ball. That's in there. Even a ball and a strike now. That is low. And 2-1. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Going from the windup and a big lead by the guy at second. In there for a strike. 2-2. And swings through that one. Strike 3. So 2 walks and 2 strikeouts in the inning for Avery. And Evansville is turned away in the second. Waterloo maintains their 12-1 lead.
Leading off the top of the third, for Waterloo, number 20, Dylan Rufner.
And Dylan swings through that one. Strike 1. High to Dylan. And Dylan pops that one up to third in foul territory and just out of the reach of the third baseman. Thought that was going to be the third inning in a row that Waterloo fouled out to start the inning. Dylan behind 1-2. And Dylan fouls that one into the netting. And we'll do it again at 1-2. And Dylan leaves that one alone inside, back to the backstop. 2-2. And Dylan with a shot out to left. That will go foul. About 7-8 feet to the left of the left field foul line. And another 2-2 count is in our future. That is low. Run it full now. And that, I believe that's a hit batter. Looked like it hit his arm.
Number 23, Ryan Hunter.
Outside to Ryan. Another pitch outside, 3-0. That drops in there for a strike. 3-1 to Ryan with Dylan on first. Nobody out in the top of the third. That is outside. Ryan walks. First and second for Avery, who has walked twice.
Number 21, Avery Peachy.
First pitch is high. 1-0. And that's outside. 2-0. That's outside. 3-0. Ball 4. That brings up Emmanuel now with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Now batting number 39, Emmanuel Granados.
Inside a ball. Another pitch inside. 2-0. And Emmanuel with a throw back to... No, got him. Grounder back to the pitcher. And throws home for the force. And Emmanuel doubled up at first. So 2 down.
Now batting for Waterloo, number 4, Sawyer Tobias.
And Sawyer's up now. Sawyer holds up and ball one. Don't know if Emmanuel thought the throw was going to first, and he slowed up and shot right up the middle to Sawyer. He's hustling it out, and he is safe at first. Infield single, and an RBI as Ryan scores. And brings up the top of the order with runners on the corners. And Mason with a shot to short, off his glove and into shallow center. Avery will trot home with the 14th run of the game for Waterloo. And runners on first and second for Trey. Leaves that alone for a high pitch. And Trey pops that one foul, coming straight back here. And fans just get out of the way of that one. That was close. That was close. And Trey has that, or Sawyer had that base stolen, but Trey fouls it off. Possible double steal on that. Actually a bit of a hit and run with Trey swinging away. 1-2. And Trey swings and pops that up to second. And that will retire the side. But Waterloo with two more in their half of inning number 3, and they lead it 14-1.
Off for Evansville in the bottom of the third, number 12, Logan Nelson.
New pitcher for Waterloo, Emmanuel, on the mound for the first time this year. We will close the book on Avery. And swung on and missed. Avery 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run. That run was earned, 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. And swung on and missed. Strike 2. And that is in there for strike 3. Emmanuel with the first strikeout of his Teener League career.
Now batting for Evansville, number 34,
And, spikes that one in the dirt, a little low. 1-0. And that is popped up to second. Trey calling for it, and he's got it for the second out. Back to the top of the order for Evansville.
Now batting number 11, Riley Arndt.
Just inside, 1-0. And that is fouled straight back. Little change of pace here for pitching. Avery with a lot of off-speed stuff, and Emmanuel comes in firing. That's in there, 1-2. And that is low and outside. Back to the fence. 2-2. And that is low, 3-2 now. And that is high. Get it in, Ryan. Get it in.
Now batting for Evansville, number 64, Callahan Kellogg.
So 2 down now for Evansville.
Emmanuel.
Runner on first.
Emmanuel. Nomás pásasela.
Oh, that's high off of Ryan's glove. And on the passed ball, the runner will move up to second. So Evansville with a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the third, but they trail 14-1. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. And that is high, 2-1. And that is swung on and missed. Ryan fires down to third. But that got past Shea. And he will score. Three and two. And that is a shot into left center, excuse me. Tucker will get on his horse. He will fire into cutoff. And that is a long single. Second hit of the game for Evansville.
Now batting number 9, Owen Siegel.
And off with the pitch. And Ryan throws down to second, but not in time. High. 2-0. And that is swung on and fouled and hit the chest protector of the umpire. 2-1. Three and one. And off with the pitch. And ball 4. So runners on the corners for Evansville. And we will have a quick visit to the mound.
For Evansville, number 26, Owen Kiefer.
It's probably giving him an idea on, at least paying attention to the runners on base. So runners on the corners for Evansville with 2 down. Pinch runner at first for the catcher, or possibly the pitcher. I don't remember which. And off with the pitch. Outside a ball. Just missed. And that is a number 2 pitcher. Emmanuel's got it, throws to first, and pulled him off the bag. So second run, unearned run that is scored.
Now batting number 32, Max Vogel.
Off with the pitch. And we'll take second. Runners catchers indifference. 14-3 now. And that is swung through, even at a ball and a strike. And there's a foul just in front of the Waterloo dugout. Emmanuel is ahead, 1-2 now. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. So Emmanuel gets out of any further damage, but 2 unearned runs cross the plate. And through 3 innings of play, it is Waterloo 14 and Evansville 3. Due up for Waterloo this inning, Shea, Tucker, and Dillon. New pitcher on the mound for Evansville,
Leading
number
off the top of
9.
the fourth for Waterloo, number 3, Shea Selno.
Outside a ball for his opening pitch. Curveball misses high, 2-0. And Shea with a shot down the left field line, rolling into the corner. Shea rounding first. He's going into second. Big turn at second, but he will hold there. And the top of the fourth starts with a leadoff double by Shea. Brings up Tucker.
Now batting number 5, Tucker Sale.
And Tucker with a grounder to third. Shea holding. Looked back and onto first for the out. So Tucker grounds out for the first out of the fourth. And tried to get Shea sneaking off second. Almost double him off a second. That would be the second double play of the game.
Now batting number 20, Dylan Rufner.
And the second batter picked off, or second runner picked off a base. And Dylan leaves that one alone, and the pass ball comes back to me. And Shea moves up to third on that passed ball. And Dylan up 1-0 in the count. Ryan on deck. And Dylan with a grounder to third, bobbled there by the third baseman, recovers in time, throws up the line off target, and Dylan is digging for second on the throwing error, and he will be in there safe. Shea trots home for 15th run of the game.
Number 23, Ryan Hunter.
And that is low and outside to Ryan, 1-0. Another high pitch to Ryan. And Ryan with a shot out to right. Is that going to fall? It will fall fair. And he will hold at first. Dylan coming home trying to score, and he will do so standing up. Dylan just kept running. Just like Forrest Gump. He just wanted to run.
Number 21, Avery Peachy.
So Waterloo plates 2 this half inning, 16-3, and Avery steps in and ducks out of the way of that awesome curveball. And that is hit by Avery. So 3 walks and a hit by pitch for Avery today. He's on for his 4th time today.
Now batting number 39, Emmanuel Granados.
Brings up Emmanuel. Outside a ball. 1 down in the top of the 4th. Ryan on second, Avery on first. Waterloo with a 16-3 lead. And Emmanuel leaves that pitch low and inside alone. And he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. And good curveball there for Evansville pitcher. He's found something. 2-1. And Emmanuel with a hopper to short. And double play. Avery out at second, Emmanuel out at first. And Waterloo turned away in the fourth, but they plate two more, and they lead 16-3. Defensive changes
Leading off
around
for
the horn
Evansville,
for Waterloo.
Number 35, Adam Walters.
We'll try to run through those during this batter. Mason on to pitch. And swings through that one. Head one or 0-1. Dillon takes over behind the plate. Ryan out to right. Sawyer to second. Trey to short. And Avery to first. So the only constant from the previous innings is the left side of the defense. Shea at third and Emmanuel in left. And there's a swing and a miss. 1-2. And tried a curveball, missed behind his head. Nice snag by Dillon back there. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And just missed in the outside corner, 3-2. And swings and popped it up back here. Almost the same place as one of the last ones. Girls didn't need to dive out of the way of that one. But we'll do it again at 3-2. And misses high. So the opening batter of the fourth inning for Evansville is aboard. Via the base on balls.
Now batting number 50, Sam Gilbertson.
And off of the pitch. And throws it to the backstop. Dillon retrieves it. And wild pitch. One and 0. And swings through that one, 1-1. And fouled. Up the left field line. Mason ahead, 1-2. Bottom of the fourth, Waterloo with a 16-3 lead. And grounder to short. Trey's got that over there, and Avery runs at the pitcher. A little hit and run action for Evansville. Gets the runner 90 feet from scoring.
Now batting for Evansville, number 25, Takoya McGregor.
So first out of the inning. And spikes that in the dirt. And the runner will come home on the wild pitch.
Yeah, much better.
16-4 now. Bases empty.
Getting old, I gotta learn first. Remember how to do things.
1-0 count. That is low. Spikes in there. 2-0. And that is high, back to the backstop. 3-0. And that is low. So second walk of the inning for Mason. One down.
Now batting
Runner
number
on first.
1, Darren Shoemaker.
Good lead over there at first. Let's see if Mason throws over. He will not. Off at the pitch. Dillon throws down to second, and he's got a stolen base. And he's going again. Dillon fires down to third, and he's in there safely. 1-1. That's inside. 2-1. And that's spiked. Good stop by Dillon. 3-1. And that is way high. A walk, pass ball, and he will score. So live ball. And just like that, it's now 16-5 with only one out and a runner on first.
Number 2, Mason Natter.
Oh, big lead over there and just back in time. And he holds and swing and a miss. Strike one. And swing and a miss. Throws down to second. And nobody covering into shallow center, but not advancing. Somebody's got to be there to take that throw. And popped up foul right over the on deck circle. So 0-2 count. And in there for strike 3. So Mason's first strikeout of the game, and 2 down now. Bottom of the order.
Batting for Evansville, number 12, Logan Nelson.
Nope, not bottom of the order. Second to last. And that is high. That's in the air for the outside corner. 1-1. And that's swung on and missed, strike 2. Mason ahead. And there it is on the outside corner. Mason retires the side. Waterloo up 16-5. I believe, is that the ball game?
In the top of the 5th, leading off for Waterloo, number 4, Sawyer Tobias.
Ball outside. So top of the 5th. Tobias, Mason, and Trey are scheduled. That's inside a ball, 2-0. Waterloo up 16-5. And that's in there for curveball strike. The difference was a 12-run first inning for Waterloo. And that is high. Missed 3-1. It's like a new catcher behind the plate as well. Number 25, 26 has been back there, I think, the whole game before. And Sawyer leaves that alone, and he is on via the walk. First walk for him today.
Now batting number 27, Mason Reedy.
11th walk on the day for Waterloo. Mason, 5th time through the lineup for Waterloo this time, and that curveball is high. Only 9 players today, probably part of the reason. Missing 4 people. Mason with a shot to left and drifting towards the foul line. Caught out there by the left fielder. Mason 3 for 5 today after that flyout. And Trey steps in with 1 down.
Number 1, Trey Collins.
Sawyer still on first. And that curveball is in there for a strike. Trey on the day 1 for 2 with 2 walks. 2 runs scored. And he leaves that curveball alone, 1-1. Should be the last inning based on time. Ooh, snap throw over to first, and Sawyer with a head first slide. He's back. Outside with that curveball, 2-1. Shea waits on deck. That is inside, 3-1. Waterloo was hit into 2 double plays today. It's the first time all year. That's in there for a strike, 3-2. Grounded into 2 double plays, and 1 runner picked off a third base. And Trey slaps that one past third base coach, and we'll do it again at 3-2. And Trey with a little tapper to third. Tries to throw on to second to get the lead runner and overthrows that one. Sawyer will move up to third. And runners on the corners with 1 down for Waterloo, with Shea coming to bat.
Number 3, Shea Selno.
Trey off with the pitch. And curveball is high. Not even sure if that's a curveball or if that's almost like an ethos pitch. And Shea hops on that one, and that foul ball will be in the seats. And that curveball is high. 2-1. And Shea unable to center on that one and fouls that one up the right field line. Evens the count, 2-2. Waterloo up 16-5, looking for more. With runners on second and third with only 1 down. And Shea taps that one foul. Stays back on that curveball and stays alive. We'll do it again at 2-2. Shea on that day 1 for 1 with 3 walks and 3 runs scored. And Shea, same spot, right back at third base coach. And Shea bounds that one into center field. Gets past the center fielder, rolling to the wall. Shea digging for 2 in there with a double. And 2 more runs score for Waterloo, 18-5. Shea's second double of the day.
Now batting for Waterloo, number 5, Tucker Sale.
And Tucker follows that one back. And that is on the outside corner. 2-2, 1-2 now, excuse me. And that is outside. Even at 2-2 now. Three and two. And Tucker foul tip into the catcher's glove for strikeout. 2 down.
Now batting number 20, Dylan Rufner.
Outside ball. Two and 0 to Dylan. And curveball in there. And throws down to second as Shea was just sauntering back there. But he made it back in time. And Dylan doesn't swing at that curveball either. He's 2-2. And that is another curveball, but swung on and fouled straight back. And Dylan, pop fly going out to third and dropped out there by the third baseman. Good effort. Hi to Dylan. 3-2. Ryan on deck. And ball gets away from the pitcher. And Shea hustles down to third to take that base on a live ball. Don't know if you can call the 19th run an insurance run, but 90 feet away Shea is from scoring that run. And Dylan lays off of that curveball, and that will retire Waterloo in the top of the 5th. But they plate 2 more and lead 18-5. So Waterloo with their fourth pitcher of the day, Sawyer, coming into pitch. Avery moves to third. Mason to first. Shea to short.
Leading off the bottom of
And
the
Trey
fifth
back
for
to
Evansville,
second.
number 34, Langdon Dobbs.
Outfield remains the same, and Dillon's still behind the plate. Opening pitch is in there for a strike. Sawyer's third pitching appearance this season. Pitched an inning down in Broadhead, and then also pitched at home. There's a strike, 1-2. Pitched a third of an inning in the Waterloo come from behind victory against Sun Prairie Blue. Got the win on that game. And swung on and missed. So Sawyer starts the bottom of the fifth with a strikeout. Eighth strikeout of the game for Waterloo, and back to the top of the order.
Now batting number 11, Riley Arndt.
Third time through the lineup. That's in there for a strike. And curveball misses inside. 2-1. And that is a pop to short, and Shea gloves that one for the second out.
Now batting number 64, Callahan Kellogg.
And Sawyer drops that opening pitch in for a strike. And swings through that one, 0-2. Evansville down to their last strike. Just outside, 1-2. Shot the corner and missed. And pop-up, who's got it? Looks like Sawyer's going to take it. And Mason drops that in fair territory. Mason tried to make a sliding basket catch.
9, Owen Siegel.
I think he's using Avery's first baseman's glove over there. So, runner on first, but 2 down for Evansville. And bluff throw back to first. And he's not going. And gets away from Dillon back to the fence. We'll take second on the wild pitch. And 1-0 to the number 3 hitter in the Evansville lineup. High, 2-0. And that drops low, 3-0. Oh, Sawyer with a little bit of control issue here. And delivers this one. That is high. And runner from second got a good secondary lead, but he will hold. Runners on first and second for
Now
Evansville.
batting number 26, Owen Kiefer.
That's back to the backstop. And runners will move up 90 feet. So second and third with 2 down. Hey, Krista, how's it going? And that is swung on and fouled down the left field line. Emmanuel giving chase, not able to catch up to it. Hey, Krista, your husband doesn't have any cell reception down here, so if you're listening and you're able to get us your flight number or give us an idea of when you might get in, your husband would appreciate that. And grounder, Tapper. That was a fair ball. If Avery would have picked that up sooner, might have been able to throw the runner out, or might have had time to even step on third.
Now batting for Evansville, number 32,
So bases
Max
are
Vogel.
now loaded with 2 down. And that is high and outside. Ooh, they might have him picked off. And Avery throwing to, and he is out at home. And that's the ball game. So 18-6 is your final. And we'll do it again next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, that
Coming to
concludes
you.
today's ball game. Special thank you to our today's umpire.
Coming to you.
And another shout out to the sportsmanship of both fan bases.
Next week.
Congratulations.
And take care. Bye, everybody.